My lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to episode number, is it 16? Yes, it is, no, 17. Yes, welcome to episode 17, what an idiot. Yes, 17 of our Rimworld series. We've picked up straight where we left off last time with 3 of our colonists suffering from, what was it again? Sleeping sickness, there we go. They can all be tended pretty soon with the looks of it, which is good. So episode 17, yes, we're already doing a lot better than we were on the 2 ice sheet series, which is, you know, nice to see. There's Garcia tending herself. Ooh, nice one, 77%. That's going to help kick this immunity up nicely, I should think. How's everybody else doing while we're thinking about it? 41-41. I think Python is doing pretty well. Yeah, I think they'll all develop the immunity, which is good. As we can see, a lot of our torches need refueling, so need to make sure we get those done. Now, one idea I did have, and I think I mentioned it in a comment on might have been the previous episode, is to start work on Riser's bedroom. What will become her bedroom once she joins the colony, when Garcia has had her way with her, shall we say. And we'll transfer her cell into what will be her new bedroom, because that will enable us to get it out nicely, and that should keep her mood quite high, which should make convincing her to join our colony that little bit easier and a bit more straightforward. So we'll make a start on at least planning that out today. So we need to mine this corridor out for a start, probably a little bit more as well. So about there. And then this here will be her bedroom, 6 by 6. And then once that's dug out, we'll construct her bed, we'll do the flooring, her side table, and her dresser. Anything we can do to boost the rating of the room. And that should boost her mood, which should make convincing her to join the colony that little bit easier. Python's tending himself there. What's he going to get? 40%. Not bad. Could have been better. But he already has a decent lead on the immunity versus the infection. So I think he's going to... I think they're all going to be okay, actually, if we just take another quick look. Yeah. Ever so slightly ahead. Garcia is racing ahead, and Python is also racing ahead, so it's just a matter of time now until the immunity kicks in. We don't want to keep them confined to quarters, as we discussed in the last episode, because we want to make sure they're still active and being functioning members of the colony. We still need them to perform their tasks, such as the harvesting, as we can see here, the planting, and keeping everything looking shipshape in the base. So who's set to mine? Python and Leslie, so they should start mining once any planting has been taken care of, which they're doing now, because I would like to get this bedroom done today, and as I said, get Riser brought over into what will be her bedroom, and hopefully, like I said, that will speed up the recruitment process nicely. Python, what are you doing? Why don't you come and do some mining instead, please? We need that doing. What do we have here? Black-footed ferrets. They've wandered onto the map. Quite close to... Ooh, we have what's it? Overgrown Colossus, that's what it's called. Don't know when that joined, but nice to see, nice to see. Anyway, back to base. Yes, there's a lot that needs doing around the base, as we can see. There's a lot of tidying to do, which I'm going to make James do, actually. And then he can start doing some refueling of these torches. We don't want to have any infestations drop by. That would put a downer on the entire series, obviously. We've experienced that before. We'd like to avoid it again if we can. Need to get all this hauled over as well, rather than leaving it dumped out in the rain. There we go. That Python's taking care of that. Thank you very much, Python. Having this stockpile zone next to the kitchen is making things a lot better, especially for Garcia, who doesn't have to travel quite so far to take care of the cooking. And I think in terms of food these days, we're pretty much set fair. Can't see us ever having any future food problems at this stage, even with the extra 2 mouths that will hopefully join us pretty soon. I think we're going to be okay. How is Riser doing, actually? So her faith is wavering somewhat. She's only 13%, and it's being boosted by 1.6% per day. As we can see, the higher the mood, the more boost she will receive. So that's the logic in bringing her into a new room. What do we have here? So for this we could have a new colonist who is a dab hand at mining. Oh, nice. Nice traits. Very nice traits. Nothing too much wrong with him. He has a healing inhibitor on his liver. But I can work with that, and he is a member of the... Oh, that's a big plus. Being a member of the ideology. I think we'll accept that, and we'll accept for having Padachaba, I guess that's how you pronounce that, joining the colony. So that's going to mean we're going to need another bedroom. So here comes Stuart. He's going to land in a safe space. We need to assign a sleeping spot for him. Now, I don't think there's any requirements in terms of room quality, so he can just sleep right there. And then once our new colonist joins, Badachaba, however, well, whatever it was. In fact, will he help? Will he work for us while he's here? He'll do some stuff. Firefighting, obviously. Patient. Doctoring. Hauling. Yes. What else can you do? You're not a bad chef. I'll set that to 2. Don't care about that. Mining, yes. You may as well do any artistic work we need doing. There we go. Where's he gone? What's he doing? Oh, he's playing a bit of chess, okay. So we have a temporary colonist, and we'll have a full new colonist hopefully join us if we can keep Stuart alive and well. We should be able to, and while we've got him, we'll put him to work mining because he is a decent miner. So that's actually come at a nice time, especially with the expansion that we need to do. Party. Okay, I'll go along with that. We can have a party. It'll keep everybody's moods up and what have you, so it's well worth having that. Just clean the dirt up, please. So this is going to give everybody some nice social interactions, hopefully. Or not, because they're insulting one another, which is not great, but there you go. Okay, I think you've had enough of a party there, lads. Get back to work. Bit of a taskmaster today, as you can see. Okay, so what's everybody up to? Stuart's mining. Python is sowing out the wheat field. Leslie is also doing that. James is also doing that. Garcia is eating and handling our prisoners. Let's get some food delivered. Yeah, give her some chocolate, why not? And she's now going to return to her routine cooking duties. As you can see, that thing I keep talking about where the fuel expires mid-preparation has just occurred there. Luckily, we hadn't done much, so should be okay. Okay, just really loading Rise up on chocolate there. Okay, I think she's got enough. Why don't you do a bit of cooking instead? Jesus. Stuart has absolutely blitzed through this little corridor section, which is really, really handy. More rice to bring in, more corn. Maybe even... Ooh, a Cinderlisk. Yes, we'll give that a very wide berth, although I think obviously we are quite safe in here. This door is barred, so nobody can accidentally wander through and get themselves set on fire there. But yes, that's one thing to keep an eye on. So things are progressing quite nicely. Thanks to Stuart's help, we've almost got this corridor completely excavated. Then we can start work on this room here for Riser. Speaking of which, we're also going to need another room, aren't we, for the potential new colonists that we're going to have joining us, whose name still eludes me. And again, we'll go 6 by 6 like that. So that's 2 new bedrooms being thrown together. We're going to need one for Stanford as well. Or, well, not Stanford, Sanford, I should say. So we need Sanford's room doing at some point as well. We could convert this to a room, however having them walk through Leslie's bedroom all the time is not going to please her. So we'll not, or we'll avoid that if we can. Although we could, in fact, we'll probably turn this into an access corridor to open up all this space as well. Rises by benign growth is now stable. That's good to know. How's she doing on the old certainty? 15%. What's up with her mood? She's hungry. Do we have any food we could give her? Yes, we do. Garcia, what are you doing? You're sleeping. Well, deliver food and then have a chat. 7.5, so making decent progress. The room, well, the base is an absolute state. It needs cleaning. Let's boost everybody's cleaning priority to 1. Because we can't be living in this squalor, it just looks bad. More rice, oh my god. We got rice coming out of our ears at the moment, and we've struck steel as we can see. Well, that's nice. Always nice to have extra steel on hand. Now this will need carpeting at some point, but I don't think we're going to have enough on hand to do that. Okay, so that's a bedroom started as we can see, so what we're going to want to do is put in a wooden door there. How much wood do we have? We have quite a bit, so we should have enough for all the bedroom furniture, which is good. I'm not sure whether we're going to have enough to do the flooring as well. But as long as we can get the bed done and the bedroom furniture, that's the main priority for me. Everything in our trap corridor is still a-okay. All the traps are armed, and obviously nobody can get in because of these doors here. Still not had a raid in a while. Obviously, as I always say, don't want to jinx that, however. So Rise's new bedroom is almost completed. Just, what's that, about 9 more cells to do there, then we can move her over. Well, we can decorate it and then move her over. A bit more cloth. How much of a carpet can we actually put down here? Let's see. So we are using the cream carpet for this corridor. Let's go as far as that. How's everybody doing on the old illness front? Okay, so you've got a very decent buffer there, 10%. James, how about you? Ooh, 2%, a bit closer. Garcia, wow. That last round of treatment you did there, Garcia, has really helped. So overnight, Stuart has had a melee frenzy, so he's going to be much more effective in unarmed combat. Don't think we're going to be able to take or make use of that little frenzy, but never mind, it's something at least. So everybody's up and about for today. Well, not everybody. Leslie's... oh no, now she's awake. So things are progressing quite nicely. Stuart's going to continue on with Riser's bedroom excavation. Garcia, what are you up to? You're just doing a bit of hauling, are you? Okay. Well, we need some food. You need to refuel and then cook, please. Because we have no food. And in fact, Garcia... oh no, you should be okay. You've just not been doing it much lately, and I don't know why. Okay, so Riser's bedroom has been excavated, as we can see. So what we can do now is start planning her furniture. So we're going to want a bed there. End table next to the bed. We want a dresser in the room as well. A torch lamp in the middle of the floor. And we'll go for 2 plant pots as well. And in fact, because she's going to be eating in here for the foreseeable future until she joins a colony, what we'll also have is a table, a stool, and we'll even give her a latrine as well. Then she can take care of everything in the one room while it's a prison cell, and once it's no longer a prison cell, we can remove these items. Sanford, not Stanford, has gone berserk once again. So let's get Leslie and Garcia into a defensive position, ready to take him down once he breaks down that door. There we go. Leslie, now you need to tend to his wounds, so stabilise him immediately. The door needs to be rebuilt. Let's get rid of that. Garcia, what are you doing? Oh, you're eating. And now going to deal with Riser. 6.8, getting ever closer. And now you're going back to cooking. Yep, perfect. Python, what are you up to? You're hauling some steel chunks, are you? Okay. Well, you need to get working on Riser's bedroom for me, please. The state of the flooring in here is disgusting. Royal Tribute Collector. Okay, I can't imagine any potential Junglisks attacks are going to bother those. They tend to be very well armed. But we don't have any slaves or gold to give them, so we can't do any trading with them, but it's nice to have them on the map anyway. Fire. Where's the fire? Okay. So that could... Oh no, we should be okay, because yes, the rain's going to extinguish it, but we'll keep an eye on any future fires that may break out, just to make sure. So there we go, Riser's bedroom is almost completed. When it is done, we will move her over. And that should bring the recruitment process forward quite nicely. Another fire, same place. The rain is putting it out slowly, as we can see. Doesn't really matter if the door gets damaged, especially that one, because even to get to this last door, they have to pass quite a lot of traps, so we should be okay. Leslie, bit of cleaning there. Thank you very much for that. It's always appreciated. Okay, Sanford has gotten an infection, has he? Okay. Leslie, you're going to have to deal with that for us. Thank you. Hopefully we can keep him alive. We'll keep a check on his immunity. Okay, how much wood do we have left? I don't think we're going to have enough to do the entire floor in here, but we may as well make a start on it. Wooden floor. There we go. And what we're going to do now is, not that, for prisoners. And then once this is done here, there we go, we will deconstruct that and then take Riser to bed. Yep, and she's going into her new room. And that should give her a mood boost because it's a much better room. Ooh, a new area. How interesting. Well, that's messed up this potential bedroom, hasn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to think about that because that's not going to work as a bedroom anymore. And it's also a potential way for enemies to get in now. So what we are going to need to have is a door. Just there. Just for the time being, until we decide what to do with that little space. Because we can't build a wall too close to the map's boundary, as we shall demonstrate. This line here, we can't build anything past that. So while we could wall this off like that, enemies could still wander onto the map from this direction here, and then we'd have to figure out a way to keep this protected and defended, which may not necessarily be very straightforward. So that's thrown a bit of a spanner into the mix. As we can see, people can exit the map through there now, which actually might make forming a trade caravan a lot easier because we can just head off that way. Python, what's up with you, my friend? You're hungry. Okay, well, go get some food then, I suppose is the solution there. Do we have any food? No, but Garcia is cooking. There we go, that should keep you happy. Eating a fine meal always gives them a little mood boost. So what's Riser's mood? 20... Oh, it's going up quite nicely. She'll no longer have the 8 without a table modifier, which is good. Do we have any pants that we could drop off for her? No, we don't. Okay, fire on the crops. Will the rain put them out? Yes. Okay, thank you very much for that, Mr. Rain. So while we're not getting any rage, Randy Random isn't making things easy. He's just throwing fires at us constantly, as we can see. Thanks for all the thunderstorms. But hey, it could be worse. Let's just see how he's doing on the old sleeping sickness. Yes, Garcia has nice immunity. James, still very close. Leslie, how are you doing? You don't have it. Python, you're getting close to being fully immune as well. Stanford, how are you doing? You should be fine. Colonist needs treatment. What do you need treatment from? Is it the sleeping sickness? Yes. Oh, you're going to tend to yourself now anyway. Okay. So that's the last of the Glitter World medicine being used by James. Decent 10 quality. Could be better, but could also be worse, so can't really grumble too much. Okay, so we're out of wood. And I don't think our plantation is ready to harvest yet. No, it's only 20% grown. So we're going to have to put in a manual wood chop order. So let's harvest a nice wide area there. Okay, Garcia is going to attempt to recruit Riser. Let's see how much difference this new room makes for her. Yes, that's an improvement, I think. Medical emergency. What's going on here? Now, you're going to get immunity there, Sanford, so we don't need to concern ourselves too greatly. And you're only a prisoner anyway, so even if you were to die, it wouldn't be the end of the world. As much as we would like to have you join us. Is anybody close to being immune to the sleeping sickness yet? 72%, 60%, and Garcia, 70%. Ah! So Sanford can now be recruited, which is nice. Hopefully Riser's not too far off herself. Oh, very close. Let's just remind ourselves of Sanford's biography. Yes, he was a good researcher and decent on the old plants as well, which would free up one of our other colonists to take care of other matters while he joins James in the fields. I think one potential improvement we could make to the base is to have a second stove, so we could have 2 chefs working in conjunction to keep on top of our food supplies, because while we have plenty of raw food, we don't have many meals available, which is not great. There we go, that's Riser's room fully kitted out. Who's starving? Stuart. He's having some chocolate. Garcia, what are you doing? Make at least 1 meal, please, for Stuart, because he does need to eat. And can you now recruit? Oh, you can't interact while they're asleep, that's right. So Garcia worked through the night to prepare a few meals. She took one for herself. I think a few other colonists did take some into their inventory as they were passing as well, which is why there's none left on the shelf. She didn't only make 2 all night, trust me, she made more than that. Right, what I'd like you to do now is, I know you're not fully rested and you're going to be grumpy, but make a few meals. And then deliver one to Riser and work on reducing her resistance so we can get her to join. Great, psychic drone, that's going to make this conversion a little bit harder because she's going to have a negative mood debuff. Okay, now deliver food and chat. Let's see how this does. Very close, 1.2. Oh, Sanford's gone back to sleep. I was going to get you to recruit him, but he's gone to sleep, so we can't do that. Let's just check on the sleeping sickness. 76%, James, 63, Garcia, 74. So we're not doing too badly. Hopefully, maybe a few more days. Can we get Sanford to join now? There we go. Sanford has joined the colony. Okay, so we need to sort out a bedroom, and we're going to have to use this temporarily. So what we'll do is we want structure. We have plenty of wood, so we'll just have wooden wall there. And then we want to put in the furniture, which is going to be a bed, end table. We want a dresser. We want a torch lamp and 2 plant pots. There we go. Those chunks need hauling away. Python, I need you to work on the wall for me as quickly as you can. And this will be Sanford's bedroom. Now let's take a moment to sort out Sanford's work priorities. So, hunting, no, we do that manually. Growing, yes. Who doesn't have great? 12, 11, 10. So I'm going to reduce Python's priority to 2. Because now Sanford will be able to pick up some of that, which will free up Python to do other jobs, such as construction, tailoring, researching and the likes. Sanford, I'd also like you to research as well. And that can be you, actually. Cleaning, researching, plant harvesting. Yeah, that should be fine. Now, Sanford is a night owl, I believe. Yes, so we also need to adjust his sleep schedule. So what we need, I can't remember what the hours are that he needs to be asleep. Let's have a look. So he needs to sleep between 11 and 6. So what we'll do is send him to bed at 9 through till 6, yes, and have work here. That way he will definitely not sleep overnight, and he'll get a nice mood boost from that. So there we go, we are now up to temporarily 6 colonists, although Stuart is only a visitor, so he'll not be here for too long. Let's now assign this bed to Sanford. We can get rid of that, we don't need that anymore. There we go, that's Sanford's room done. We need to do the flooring. Do we have enough wood? Yes, I think we do. So, floors, wood floor, like so. So Sanford's researching. We've not really done much of that lately. Garcia's been quite busy. What's his mood like? He's not doing too badly. And this now means we have somebody who is active overnight. Even if it's only researching, at least it keeps us going around the clock. Hopefully we'll be able to get Riser to join us in the very near future as well. In fact, could we get her to join before the end of the episode? What's her resistance? I missed it. 1.2, so not yet. Well, at least we got Sanford to join. Obviously we still need to recruit him into the religion. And I wonder if... is there a way... oh, here we go. Begin leader speech. Okay, so that doesn't That doesn't do much for recruiting them. No. Who else is in the religion? We need someone with high socials. Well, you're not bad. Okay, we need 3 animists to have an elder who's a moral guide, the priest. And I guess they can do the recruiting. Now, that would be ideal for Garcia, if we could get her to join. In the meantime, though, we've finished research on crossbows. So let's now go for... I'm not sure. Saunas, why not? Something a bit different. Sanford, what are you up to? You're not going to bed yet? Well, that's fine. Garcia, could you... No, because she's asleep. I was going to ask if you could have another go at convincing Riser to join us, but she's asleep, so we cannot. We'll wait for her to wake up, and we'll give it one last go. Everybody else is looking pretty good. Let's do another check on the infections here. 80%. 66%. 78%. So Python and Garcia should be free of the disease pretty soon, which is nice. Sanford's gone to sleep, as instructed. He might get a bit disturbed by the work that's going on, but once it's done, it's done. Oh, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Oh, she can now be told to join. Okay, so we'll not end it just yet. We'll get Riser to join, and then I think we'll call it a day. And then we'd have increased our colony numbers by 2, which is fantastic. Of course, what we'll do before we end is we'll set Riser's work schedule up as well as a new member. See what she can do for us and what she can bring to the table. In the meantime, we could do with a few more torches just down here, just to offset any risk of an infestation spawning in. How soon can we... Ooh, let's get her to join. Come on, Garcia. Come on. There we go. And that's now activated the role of Elder. And it's unlocked an achievement. I will survive. Have 7 colonists. James is only temporary. But when he leaves, we'll be getting the reward colonist join. So that's fine. Okay. So now what we want to do is set that for colonists. Set owner Riser. And let's have a look at her work schedule, shall we? What can you do? Oh, you're also very good at plants. 10, 11, 12, 6. In that case, then let's have that set to 2. That can now be set to 3. Quite good at smithing as well, so we'll set that to 3 for when we do dabble in smithing. Crafting 3 as well. But for Riser, she's also pretty good at researching. We'll boost that one up as well. So basically, Sanford is just going to do the odd jobs and research for now. Python should no longer be tempted to do much in the way of farming, which is fine. There's plenty for him to do instead. Constructing a mine and so forth. We may have to have a deeper look into the work schedules and priorities, but for now I think they should work quite nicely. How many competent cooks do we have actually? Well, we have Stuart, but he's only a guest. Oh, Riser's biography. She is also a night owl, so we need to give her the same sort of work pattern as Sanford. Like that. There we go. We've also, as we saw, unlocked the role of Elder. Now, who do we want to be our Elder? Well, first of all, who's in the religion? I think it's Python, Leslie. Who else was it? Riser. What's her social skill? Only 1, no good. So Leslie will be our Elder. Sorry, yes, the Elder. She can convert, counsel, reassure, host a conversion ritual, and preach health. She requires a cape, so she might be a little bit grumpy for a while. So this is now going to bring everybody down to the little temple that we still need to work on. But having Leslie as our priest or priestess, I suppose is the correct term, means that Leslie could start work, and well, at least we can direct her to attempt to recruit everybody else in the colony. For example, convert. If you say convert Garcia, let's see what happens here. Oh, does a nice drop on the old certainty there. So that's something to play about with in future. But for now, I think we'll end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below. Comments and suggestions are always welcome as well. If you want to leave those down below, they are always appreciated, and I do read them. But other than that, all that remains for me to say is, as always, ladies and gentlemen, take very good care of yourselves. It's ta-ta for now.